What does it mean to be blessed? How can being poor be a good thing? Welcome to Getting to Know Jesus Weekly Video Devotion. I'm Glenn Koppel, Minister of the Word. This week's lesson comes from Lesson 36, which is found in Getting to Know Jesus, Volume 3. Our Bible text, if you want to follow along, our scripture text is found in Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. Where Jesus speaking says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Jesus starts off in the Sermon on the Mount with blessed 9 times. A word that we might understand better is happy. Happy are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. When you're blessed, you should be happy. And when you're happy, it's because usually you're feeling blessed. I switched to a screenshot here of, actually this particular village is in South Africa. But there are many scenes like this all over the world where people live in such poverty and such poor circumstances. Because I want to think about what it would be to be spiritually poor. You know, here in the United States, most of us have more money than 90% of the rest of the world. And even though we may consider ourselves poor, and some of us are, at least by American standards, we are so much richer than these people you see in this picture. When I saw this picture, I thought about, what it would be to reach these people for Jesus Christ. They might be physically poor, but they could be spiritually rich. How can someone be happy when they're spiritually poor? We generally think of poor as something to be abhorred, looked down on, avoided. Of course, if you don't know you are poor, you're not likely to do anything about it. But when you recognize your condition, you're more apt to desire to make the changes to alleviate the problem. To be spiritually poor and recognize it will create in you a deep hunger to want to know God, to want to know Jesus Christ, and to seek Him with all your heart. That's what it means. When you recognize it, then you will be blessed, because in seeking that I'm spiritually poor, I need to know God more, I need to follow His way more, you will build your relationship with Him, and it will grow in a mighty, powerful, and life-changing way. Some of the happiest people I've ever known on this earth have been the poorest. They're not caught up in their possessions. They can totally focus on their relationship with God and their family, and they can find a lot of happiness even without a lot of this stuff that a lot of us think, I've got to have that or I won't be happy. Likewise, those who are spiritually poor are not arrogant in their spiritual holiness. They are broken. They're seeking, they're desiring for what God has to offer them. They want to get out of their spiritual poverty. They want to learn, they want to grow, they want to become more mature. You will become much happier when you see how spiritually poor and immature you are and seek to do something about it. Getting to Know Jesus is a Bible study to help you and help me. I'm still learning. Grow in our walk and our relationship with the Son of God. Happy are those who know that they are poor in spirit, because they are the ones who will seek after God and get to know Him more passionately, personally, and powerfully. Keep doing it for Jesus.